Dogs and cats living together. That's hysteria. Wow! Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig
it? What's up, my freaky friends, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host, as always, Jay Schatzer, and today, I have got an odd flick lined up for us. It is Stuart Raffles' 1994 complete oddity. It is Tammy and the T-Rex. Holy shit, with a name like that, where can this film go? I saw it for the first time and was blown away from how weird the film was. So let's get into the weirdness, shall we? Here is Tammy and the T-Rex. Tammy and the T-Rex, aka Tawny and the Teen T-Rex, is a bafflingly weird and surprisingly satisfying early 90s rom-com horror sci-fi flick, with a heavy emphasis on cheesy strangeness and an overabundance of gore-tastic moments. Lambasted with unusual style and consumed with over-the-top bizarreness, the production thrives in a topsy-turvy cinema world that is anything but typical. Unexplainably sweet and shockingly brutal, Tammy and the T-Rex is an unorthodox feature film to say the least. One that marches to the beat of its own drum while fascinatingly throwing the audience for a loop at each and every opportunity. The film follows a love-struck young teen named Michael as he fawns over the gorgeous woman of his dreams, Tammy. The two fall head over heels for each other, but unfortunately Tammy's psychotic ex-boyfriend Billy decides to cut their love story short, and sets up Michael, resulting in the lovesick youth being mauled viciously to death by a ravenous lion. As luck would have it, a mad scientist named Dr. Wackenstein and his sexy assistant Helga transfer Michael's brain into the body of a robotic Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now it's up to Tammy, her flamboyant best friend Byron, and a little luck to reunite Michael with his body before Dr. Wackenstein accomplishes his diabolical scheme, or Michael devours the entire town. With a title and premise like this flick, you know you're in for a wild ride and a wacky assortment of characters to fill in this unbelievable world of brain-snatching and dinosaur crashing. The outrageous performers of this over-the-top and highly unusual flick are Paul Walker as Michael, the fresh-faced heartthrob who inexplicably has his brain transplanted into the head of a carnivorous prehistoric monster; Denise Richards as Tammy, the drop-dead gorgeous stunner who falls head over heels for her hunky dino boyfriend; Terry Kaiser as Dr. Wackenstein, a sinister mad genius who dreams of taking over the world with his bizarre dinosaur creation; Theo Forsett as Byron, Tammy's sassy sidekick and steadfast friend; Ellen Dubin as Helga, Dr. Wackenstein's sultry assistant and diabolical weirdo; George Pilgrim as Billy, Tammy's hot-headed ex-boyfriend and unabashed psycho; and finally J.J. Sanders as Sheriff Black, Byron's police officer father and dumbfounded man of the law. In batshit crazy style, the cast does a commendable job in keeping things interesting and above all weird, as they dive headfirst into the madcap obscurity of the flick. It really is a testament to everyone involved, because the end result of all their efforts is a ridiculously enjoyable movie world that always throws something new at the audience, while never giving us a chance to take our breath or realize just how insane the entire premise is. Though at first glance, Tammy and the T-Rex looks like a low-grade 90s rom-com flick, but in actuality, the finished product is anything but typical. There's an added dose of over-the-top gore and a strange sexual perversion throughout the runtime of the production, that it throws off the normal formula and makes for something absolutely unexpected. Bloody decapitations, weird and unexplainable sequences, and narrative twists aplenty. There's so much in this warped flick to enjoy that it almost boggles the mind. Slapstick humor and brutal massacres abound in this off-kilter cult classic production that's more spectacle than anything else. As demented and obscure as one could imagine from a title like Tammy and the T-Rex, the film is an extremely enjoyable experience and one that begs to be had with a group of rowdy friends who appreciate oddball cinema. There truly isn't anything like it out there, and if you're up for some weird, wicked fun, then give this obscure and outlandish flick a try. I promise you won't be disappointed. In the end, Tammy and the T-Rex, aka Tanny and the Teen T-Rex, is a madcap and macabre cult classic genre bender, with enough bloody goodness and unbelievable freakiness to satisfy any lover of obscure and warped cinema. And there you have it, guys. Weird. That's the name of the game. Weird. Tammy and the T-Rex is a completely weird flick, but for some reason I absolutely loved it. I loved the strangeness of everything. The cast was corny as all hell, but I loved every single one of them. I thought everyone did an amazing job, and I just had a blast with this film. I think what aided it was that I watched it with a group of my friends, and we just had the time of our life and really enjoyed just the weirdness of the entire production. But guys, that is it for me today. Hope you enjoyed that weird one, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below because I'd love to hear from you. But until then, I will see you all at the next movie review. Take care.